What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as I'm recording this, today is still Father's Day, and as you guys know, earlier in the day we had a big trade go down. Bradley Beal has been traded to the Phoenix Suns, and let's just say that the Bradley Beal trade, it's not the most appealing trade in the world, and honestly it's quite terrible. It's a disaster for the Wizards. Regardless, today we're jumping into 2K. We will be doing a Bradley Beal Phoenix Suns rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me that 63% of the people that watch the videos are not subscribed, so if you do fall into that 63%, want to change that, that'd be absolutely amazing. So let's talk about this trade for both sides real quick. So to recap the trade and what it was, we take a real quick look at what the trade was entirely. It's Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and multiple seconds. It hasn't really been disclosed what second round picks it is exactly, but it doesn't matter. Second round picks for Bradley Beal. And also, I just saw on Twitter that Jordan Goodwin might also be part of this trade from the Wizards to the Suns. So the Suns got a throw in for another guy, I guess, a rotational piece for them potentially. And Jordan Goodwin, I mean, if you're looking at this as a Wizards fan, I think you just got to be absolutely mauled. You got to be upset with this. This is not a great return for Bradley Beal, the guy you've been building around for how many years now, and this is what it ends up being. This is what it turns into. The no trade clause was an absolute disaster. Just a terrible, terrible mismanagement of assets. I get there's a new regime here in Washington now, so obviously it wasn't really their fault necessarily, but I don't know. I feel like if Bradley Beal was trying to force his way to Phoenix and this was what I could get, I would just make Bradley Beal stay on the team at that point, because this is just not a great return. Unless if they hit on these second round picks, which is always possible. It's just kind of something you got to be really good at. It is quite rare. But Nikola Jokic was a second round pick, Draymond Green. But so it happens, but still not a great return. You get the point. For the Phoenix Suns side of things, well, they are very much testing this new CBA, aren't they? It has obviously been said that this new CBA is going to make it very, very tough for teams to have multiple max contracts on their roster. It very much limits you to what you can do as far as roster construction is concerned. And Phoenix said, who cares about that? We got 4 max contracts now with DeAndre Ayton, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. And they literally have like no assets for the future at all. So this is a huge risk for the Phoenix Suns. But I guess if they end up getting a championship, then sure, it was all worth it. But man, this is crazy. But we are going to do our very, very best to put a team around this Phoenix Suns roster. Now, I will say that obviously 2K23 doesn't really have the updated CBA that we're about to get in here. So whatever I do today is probably not going to be an accurate representation of what the Suns can do in real life. Let's just be honest. But regardless, we did not have a draft pick. We can skip straight over rookie signings. Let's go straight to player options. So Cameron Payne, I'm going to accept that because we're going to need some depth, man. We literally have none. So we definitely need to get some depth. With Cameron Payne, we'll accept that 100,000%. Qualifying offers got Landell and Baisley as free agents. I think those are 2 guys I would definitely welcome back. And then if you look at free agency, we've got a lot of bird rights on a lot of players, so that definitely gives us some depth if we want to go and just like literally re-sign every single person we see right now. But as we know, it is very much expected that DeAndre Ayton will not be a part of this roster going forward. Obviously, there were some attitude problems there. I just assume he's gone. Now, what are we going to get for him? I have no idea. If we threw him up in the trade finder right now, because what I'm going to be prioritizing here with DeAndre Ayton is obviously depth at this point. We need rotational pieces. We need role players, and we're going to need another center once we get rid of Ayton. So we obviously got to, do this. We got to be very, very calculated on how we do this trade. So if I look at this one, Patrick Williams and Caruso, and say, oh, we can trade a first round pick, but the Suns, they can't trade any picks. So that is not even something we can do. Celtics, Mark Smart, Derek White. I'm only going to do realistic trades, obviously, because you guys know that's how I roll. Charlotte's interesting for sure, but they do have Mark Williams, so I don't know why they would do that. Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, Jalen Suggs, Jaden Hardy, and Tim Hardaway. I could see a world where the Phoenix or the Mavericks might want DeAndre, and that's been talked about. But then I've also seen where Mavericks don't want him. So yeah, it's going to be tough. But and then you could maybe talk to the Indiana Pacers again, whether they would revisit the idea of wanting DeAndre, but I feel like that ship has probably sailed. So we're going to have to just get very creative here on what we're going to do with DeAndre, but I just know for a fact we need a banger trade in order to put ourselves in a good position with DeAndre. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to do our best. The team I always love to talk to when it comes to DeAndre is Atlanta. Atlanta just has so many guys in their rotation that I feel like they could afford to give us some depth. I'm not saying they would be interested in DeAndre in real life, but I kind of want Capella. I think he'd be the perfect replacement center for what we need right now. So I could find a way to get Capella on this team. And I don't know what their plans would be with Onyeka Okongwu. That's not going to be my problem today, so I'm not going to worry about what the Hawks perspective is. Well, I kind of will in a way. But maybe they flip Okongwu and some other things for another piece. I don't know. I'm just kind of, speaking what I want to do. So DeAndre Ayton for Clint Capella, obviously cannot get that to go through straight up. But I see like maybe the idea of them maybe like throwing Bogdan in the trade. I don't know if they do like an Ayton for Capella and Bogdan. I feel like that could definitely be interesting. Bogdan would probably be a bench piece for us, but I don't know. Or we can maybe try to get a little bit more out of them. So let's say we did, like, I don't expect them to trade AJ Griffin. If I get Jalen Johnson, or maybe they threw Bay in the trade, I don't know, or DeAndre Hunter, that he's making a little too much money. So at this point, maybe we get, maybe it's just Bogdan. So if we can just get Capella and Bogdan for DeAndre Ayton straight up, I think that's a win-win. So let's see what they say. They want a second round pick. I don't even know if we have another second to trade, but screw it. That is the trade we're doing. DeAndre Ayton is heading to the Atlanta Hawks. We walk away with a little bit of depth with Bogdan and Capella. I'll move Bogdan. Actually, I'll probably just leave him at the backup 2 position. So we'll have him, or we'll have a very good guard rotation. We'll probably resign Josh Okogie to be that starting 3 for us. And we have our brand new center, and we got a rotational shooting guard with Bogdan. And I also need to get Jordan Goodwin on this team eventually. But he wasn't even under contract with the Wizards in 2K, so that's why I don't have him. I'm assuming he'll just sign a minimum for me. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that real quick. Jordan Goodwin, wherever you may be, I know, I saw that he was part of the trade. So Jordan Goodwin, he is more than willing. Okay, he wants a little too much money. So I don't know if it's going to make me run out. That might be my mid-level on Jordan Goodwin, which I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm going to wait on that. That sounds like a terrible idea. So we'll come back to that. I'm assuming he's not getting an offer from anybody else, but I'm going to resign Josh Okogie. I'm going to resign Jock Landale as well, I think. So are we out of moratorium or not? But I'm going to sign Josh Okogie 100% to bring him back. Definitely need him probably as our starter this next year. Baisley, I'll probably bring in as well. I'll give him like a 2-year deal as a backup. Bismack or Jock Landale. I'm just going to get Jock Landale on a 2-year deal, something like that. And is there anyone else? I mean, TJ Warren didn't really play for them last year, so I don't think I'll be bringing back TJ Warren. And then Baisley, I can get Biyombo as just like extra depth just to be on the safe side. And I could get, like I said, I could get Landale. I could get Damian Lee, but these guys, or Damian Lee did play, but not Landale, but Terrence Ross, not Terrence Ross. TJ Warren did not play for them very much, which is why I don't really want to sign him. But we kind of have a full rotation if we just roll with what we have now. The only other thing, like I said, I need to do is sign Jordan Goodwin. So I guess I'll go to day 12 and see if he's willing to sign. So wherever Jordan Goodwin may be, he's down here somewhere. There he is. And I don't know what his contract looks like in real life, but I guess I'll give that to him because he is a Phoenix Sun. And now we go to player progression. You got Kevin Durant going down 1 overall. Bradley Beal is down 1. Baisley is up. Landale is up, which is great to see. And Bismack Biyombo is down. So let's go into this rotation for next season, and let's just see what it looks like and see how we're going to do in the simulation. I'm very curious to see how it's going to go. I'm glad we were able to get 2 pieces for DeAndre Ayton. I think a 2-for-1 is still a very good trade for the Suns if they could find a way to do that. Seems like DeAndre Ayton right now holds little to no trade value, so it's going to be tough for them, but they'll figure it out, I'm sure, because Matt Ishbia just keeps getting things done, apparently. Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Josh Okogie, Kevin Durant, Capella, Bogdan, Baisley, Cameron Payne, and Jock Landale. I think it's a really good rotation. I'm going to leave it at a 9-man rotation, so we'll go something like that. Of course, their head coach in real life is actually Frank Vogel, but he's not in 2K23. So here's your 4-star, 7-second system. I'll leave that the way it is. One other thing I want to look at is shot tendencies. So I'm assuming Bradley Beal, Devin Booker shot tendencies are going to be fine, and it looks fine to me. Capella, don't really need to boost that up. Bogdan, we can maybe push him like a 70. Okogie, you could take a few more shots here and there, but other than that, I think we're good. I'm assuming this season, we'll see how things go. I don't plan on stopping at the trade deadline, but maybe I do. We'll see. So in year number 1, Garland wins MVP, Vic's Rookie of the Year in San Antonio. Quickly, 6-man Claxton Defensive Player, Garland Most Improved, and Quinn Snyder Coach of the Year, and Harrison is your executive. So here's your NBA first team. I'm going to assume we can get, Kevin Durant makes 1, and then does Devin Booker make 1? It does not look like it. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. So we were the first seed in the Western Conference. I don't think that's too much of a shock. Only 1 game above everyone else, though. Or I guess these other 2 teams, which are the Lakers and Pelicans, but 52-30 on the season. Taking a look at the player stats for this year, you had 25 from Booker, 24 from KD, 18.5 from Bradley Beal, which is probably something we could expect. He's going to have to take a back seat a little bit. And then 13 from Bogdan. He did average 5 assists as well. One thing people are talking about is how the Suns don't really have a traditional point guard. Obviously, Chris Paul was that for quite some time now. But now Bradley Beal and Devin Booker have always been kind of like 2 guards their whole life. But I'm sure they'll figure it out. we'll see. Cameron Payne 9 and a Baszler with 8.5 and a Kogi with 7.5, 6 and 10 and a block from Capella, and then Landale with 5 and then 4. So let's see what we get in round 1. It is the Denver Nuggets. So obviously the team that went out and won a championship last year and also eliminated the Suns last year as well. So it would be sweet revenge here if we could knock them out, or it would definitely be embarrassing if we got eliminated by Nave Seed in round 1. So either way, there's a lot on the line. Somebody current round, and wow, not great start. We went down 2-0, but we do win 3 straight, and we're going to a game 7. So I did not mean to click somebody through game. I almost did. We're going to Simcast though. Game 7, please do not get 8 seeded, man. I would love nothing more than to get to round 2 at the very least in year 1 with this team. And man, my luck in 2K has been just disastrous, bro. Like, it has been so bad lately. We lose to an 8th seed in year 1. I mean, that's to be expected with me, though. I feel like my luck has been just terrible. But Hawks and Timberwolves, and you got the Atlanta Hawks going on to beat the Wolves in 5 now that they have DeAndre. And I wonder if I made them more powerful by doing that trade with them, because as we know, Atlanta is already just super stacked as it is. But yeah, that's kind of a new interesting big 3 that they have. But I guess we got more work to do. With the new CBA, though, if we were in that, which 2K doesn't have it in here, it'd be really tough to change this roster, but I'll do my very best. Raptors get pick 1, Bulls 2, and then the Magic number 3. So going into this offseason, we do have our own 2024 first round, or yeah, own 2024 first round pick, which is really nice because we can actually trade it on draft night. That is a rule in the CBA where you can trade your pick on draft night, even if you traded future picks. So we're going to be on draft night, and I do have a couple salaries that I can use at my disposal. So whether it's a Kogi or Baszler salary, or maybe Landale, whatever it may be. But I'm going to see if I can trade like maybe a Kogi or Baszler in 26 and see if that gets me anything good. I don't know if it will, but we're going to take a look around and just kind of see if there's that option. So there's definitely some good backup center options, Josh Hart, or even a Dorian Finney-Smith, where we get an upgrade at the power forward spot, which that would move Kevin Durant to the 3. We do trade a future first, which definitely could be interesting. But I don't know why the Nets would give a future first. And then the Thunder taking Baszler back with 26 is laughable. They would never offer that. So they stayed a little Hamdi Diallo. And as you guys know, I love Daniel Gafford, but I did get him in yesterday's video, so I don't really want to keep doing that. So honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards, actually, I had a better trade pop up earlier, and I might do this one instead. So we're going to do a Kogi and Baszler and a 2026, or not 2026, but 26th overall pick. We get Isaac and Lively offered to us, which is great. But Barnes and Mo Bamba, also not bad offer. But I like this one where we get Josh Hart and PJ Washington. Josh Hart, perfect rotational player that you want in your roster, and PJ Washington, another nice throw in as well. We just match salary and we throw the 26th overall pick to Orlando. Sign me up for it. We get a couple good role players here in Phoenix that are going to help out a ton. So happy with that trade. There was no need to add a rookie here, even though actually technically I think with the new CBA, like Denver kind of showed, if you can hit on a rookie and get them to contribute in a playoff setting like Christian Brown did, that's going to be very valuable. And I think that's something we will be seeing a lot with teams doing in this new CBA. But Cameron Payne and Bogdan, I think I'm bringing both of them back. We did just bring in Josh Hart. We have PJ Washington now as a backup 4, and we still have Jock Landale as a backup center, which, is whatever, but he's fine. He's 76 overall. He's not terrible. Washington's a great backup 4. I would prefer if Josh Hart was not a starter, but he may have to be. We'll see. Is there a better small forward I can sign? Not really. I could sign like Kendrick Williams or Reggie Bullock, but that's not really going to do anything for us. There is Jay Sean Tate, or even like an Otto Porter. I see him, but Jay Sean Tate could be an interesting starter. Isaiah Joe, he's always here, man, and we don't really need a bat. Well, I mean, having him come off the bench would be great. But do I want Bogdan back? Yeah, I think I do want Bogdan at $8 million per year, 2-year deal, and I'm also going to bring back Cameron Payne. So let's bring both of them back to be our rotational guards. We'll definitely have that taken care of, so that'll be taken care of. And then if Jay Sean Tate's, well, Terrence Davis is always really good. So I think I'll sign Terrence Davis to be a rotational backup 3 for us. And I think that's going to be it. That's about all we'll be able to do. So, yeah, we got 2 role players here with Josh Hart and PJ Washington. I don't know if that's going to change anything for us, but it's an upgrade. It's definitely upgrades at our rotational spots. Washington is up. Cameron Payne is up. And then Josh Hart still a 79 overall. Ideally, like I said, I would prefer if he wasn't my starting small forward. So we'll have to figure out and see if we can maybe change that. Maybe there is a way we can do that. We shall see. Maybe at the deadline we can make a move for a guy on a smaller contract. We'll see, man. It's not going to be easy, but I am destined and desperate to win a championship today with this team. I got to, man. 2K has not been on my side the last few rebuilds. I just haven't been able to get anything done. So, and weirdly enough, they've almost all involved Bradley Beal. And here we are again with Bradley Beal. So I don't know if he's just been the curse that's been over me. But yeah, we need to figure it out. So 9 rotation. We're going to roll with it like that. I will see you guys at the deadline if I feel the need to make a move. We're 4.5, 7 seconds. So maybe there's no need to make a change. Maybe Josh Hart's exactly what we need. We shall see. At the end of year 2, Jason Tatum is your MVP of the league, almost averaging 40 points per game. I'm assuming Jaylen Brown may have left him because, yeah, that's a lot of points. Matt wins Rookie of the Year, or I don't know how to say his first name. I know his real life first name isn't Matt, but you get it. Buzelis, Rookie of the Year in Chicago. Damian Lillard, 6th man in Portland. Very nice. You got Giannis Defensive Player. Scoot Henderson, Most Improved in Portland. So that's definitely a correlation. Rudy Patterson, Coach of the Year, though, as we went 60-22. Decided not to make any changes at the deadline. Things were clicking on all cylinders. I didn't want to mess up on what we had going on. So I'm hoping that was the right move because I would love nothing more to get a championship this year. I am desperate for one. 27.5 from Kevin Durant, 27 from D-Book, 20 from Bradley Beal, 11 from Bogdan, 10.5 from Josh Hart, 9 from Cameron Payne, 8 and 10, and almost 2 blocks from Capella, 6 from Washington, and then 4 from Jock Landale. So here we go. We get the Lakers in round 1. I always kind of hate playing the Lakers in round 1, but they do not have LeBron. Instead, they have Kawhi Leonard, Joshua Primo. That's a name I haven't seen in so long, but I did see it the other day. Just kind of funny seeing it again. AD, Jet Howard, Max Christie, Colby Jones. I mean, to be honest with you, this rotation is absolute garbage outside of Kawhi and AD. Like, can we please not lose to this team? That would be fantastic. Somebody come around to against LA and we mop the floor. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, if they come back and beat us, I'm just... whatever. You guys, if you guys have been watching the last few videos, my luck in the playoffs has been terrible. But we get the Spurs now, who have a young point guard in Robert Dillingham. They got Desmond Bane in free agency, which is really good for them. Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and Vic is still their front court. So instead of having Porzingis, which sometimes they do get, Jeremy Sohan and Vic is still their front court. Malachi Branham. They did bring in Russell Westbrook and also Lou Dort. So pretty interesting. Got a couple Thunder legends here and a Grizzlies legend and Desmond Bane. Game 1, we're up 1-0. We blew them out 141-109. Great start. We need to keep it up. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 2-2. Game 5 is a big one. Please win it. Victor Wembanyama is going to haunt my dreams, isn't he? Can we force a Game 7 back to Phoenix and not have to worry about this? Let's see. It's a close game. We have the lead so far. It looks like we're blowing them out, and it looks like we got it taken care of. So we do blow them out in Game 6. But will we do that same thing in Game 7? I know I'm asking a lot from you, Capella, to guard, Victor Wembanyama, but I need you here. Come on, baby. Dig deep. Get back in the game. We took the lead. Can we take it back again? 115-106. And the Spurs are going to be the team once again that's going to eliminate me, man. The Spurs have given me problems as well. I feel like Bradley Beal's a curse, man. I don't know what it is, but I can't win nothing with this guy. I can't. I just haven't been able to lately. But I'm not ready to give up just yet. We can eliminate round 2. Last year was round 1. And maybe next year we make it to the conference finals. And you got the Hawks going on to win the championship again. So, yeah, we still have our work cut out for us. But I'm not ready to throw the towel in. We're going to keep it going, man. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it done. So here we are in free agency. And we have our man Clint Capella asking for $32 million. I just got DeAndre Ayton off my books because I didn't want to pay him that much money. And now you're telling me you're going to ask for that much money. You're literally insane, Capella. I'm literally almost hard capped with how much money this team is making. Like, I want Casey Wallace, though. I don't know why he's here, but give me Casey Wallace. Like, 100,000%, I want him. So, Casey Wallace, if we can get you on this team, I am more than happy with that. It says to renounce PJ Washington. I literally don't want to do that, but okay. So, we're going to get Casey Wallace on this team. That will make Cameron Payne a little bit more expendable, so I'm going to trade Cameron Payne away. Casey Wallace is a new backup point guard, gives us some youth, and it doesn't even matter. I'm trying to win a championship at this point, so Casey Wallace should help out with that, hopefully. I can trade Cameron Payne for Grant Williams straight up. Maybe we don't have to resign PJ Washington now. We'll do that. So, we don't need PJ Washington back. Grant Williams is that new backup 4. Now we can just spend all of our money on Capella and bringing him back, I guess, which isn't ideal because he's asking for an absolute bag, but I don't think I have another choice. So, probably just going to bring back Landale, and I'll probably bring back Capella. So, yeah, it's not pretty at all, but it is what it is. So, Clint Capella, Jock Landale, and he finally signs it. So, got Capella back, and then Landale, we can't even sign you. Minimum. Let's see if you accept that. He should. In Washington, you're obviously definitely gone. I can't even sign you, even if I wanted to. So, yeah, you're gone. So, our big upgrade. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me sign. Oh wait, can I sign PJ Washington still? It's gonna let me. I'm not going to, because yeah, it just seems like we're just doing too much. So player progression, we got Bradley Beal down, Capella is up, we got Bogdan going down, Landale is down, and Terrence Davis, who hasn't even really played for us yet. I wonder if I could trade Josh Hart and Terrence Davis for anything spectacular. Or maybe even Bogdan. Let's say we did Bogdan instead. Bogdan and Terrence Davis, and we can get Buddy Hield. I mean, Buddy Hield in a first round pick. He could be a nice floor spacer for us. Kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling a Buddy Hield idea. He's not a great small forward, but we'll do it. I'm not even going to ask for the first round pick. We'll do something like that. Buddy Hield will be our new small forward in Phoenix, and we'll do something along the lines of that. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Buddy Hield, welcome to the Phoenix Suns, and we're going to run it back probably this last season, because this team is only going to keep getting worse, and we're already super expensive. So this is it, man. Power ranking is going to land us at 11. Starting 5 is Bradley Beal, Booker, Josh Hart still the starter, which is fine. Durant at the 4, Capella, Casey Wallace off the bench, Grant Williams, Buddy Hield, and Jock Landale. Proficiency, we're a 4.5 still. Hoping for good things, man. Gonna celebrate this season. Please, 2K, just let your boy win a championship, please. So at the end of this season, we did not get the first seed in the West. Instead, we got the second seed. But if we take a look at the player stats, you had 27 from Devin Booker, 25 from Kevin Durant, and then 21 from Bradley Beal. 15 off the bench from Casey Wallace. So got kind of a nice steal off the bench there from free agency. 10 from Josh Hart, 9.5 from Buddy Hield, and then 7 and 11 from Clint Capella, 4.5, and then 4 from Jock Landale. So round 1, we get the Denver Nuggets. They actually ended up beating us in the very first year, didn't they? Peyton Watson is a new shooting guard, and they also have Chris Paul. How ironic would it be if Chris Paul eliminated us in round 1? I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for 2K to throw that at me, and Jamal Murray's coming off the bench for this team. And they have Ron Holland. Let's go. Somebody current round against Denver, and thankfully they didn't win a game. Wow, okay. I thought for sure that 2K was going to throw that wrench at me, but thankfully they did not. We now get the Spurs, who have Dillingham. It's pretty much the same 5. It's kind of the same lineup as last year. So here goes nothing. Game 1, 1-0, 117 and 101, 33 and 7 from Bradley Beal, 24 from Booker. We did win game 1 last year, but we've won game 2 as well. Can we win game 3? Yes, we can. No way. Why couldn't we have done that last year? Whatever. Okay, we're on the conference finals. That's what matters. And then we got the Thunder, who are the first seed in the West. Shea, Josh Giddey, Justin Edwards, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Suggs. There's no way we beat this team, right? There's no way. They got Jalen Suggs come off their bench. Yeah, an 86 overall come off the bench. We might be chalked, boys. Game 1, up 1-0, 125 to 116, 28 and 6 from Kevin Durant, 26 and 6 from Devin Booker. Game 2, they evened it up, 125 to 121. Game 3, 2-1, 117 and 104, 31, 5 and 5 from Shea. Game 4 is a big one. If we can go up 3-1, we might be in the driver's seat. 3-1, baby. We're up 3-1. Now, can we close them out? Game 5, don't blow a 3-1 lead. It's a miracle. We're in the NBA Finals, and now we get to play the Cavs. Okay, it's not the Hawks. So it would have been cool to play the Hawks, though, to have like DeAndre and face the former team. That would have been cool. Kind of a nice story. But instead, it's Cleveland when they still have Donovan Mitchell. So Cleveland, as we know, is one of those teams that's just really tough to beat, and their depth is really good as well. But I feel like that Casey Wallace signing just gave us some superpowers. What he's doing in the playoffs right now, he is averaging 14 in the playoffs. So 46% from 3 as well. Just amazing. 2K loves their young players. He's up to an 81 overall. Probably the cheat code we needed, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens. Game 1, 1-0 start from Cleveland. We got literally obliterated. Game 2, we evened it up. Beat them by 2 in that one. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, can we even it up? Yes, we can. We win game 5. Going to a game 7 if we want to win a championship. Okay, baby. Let's see if we can get it done. We're going to listen to what 2K suggests. Game 6 in Phoenix. Please take care of business. Do not go home, Kevin Durant. We got to get you another ring, even if it does seem fraudulent, because you always have to play on super teams. And yeah, we lost. 115 or 125 to 114. And the Cavs go on to win the championship. Is Donovan Mitchell a free agent? Because if he's not, I probably... Yeah, he re-signed on a big deal. Let's see. We got Kevin Durant. I mean, he's about to be 38 years old at this point. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Capella. I said this was the last run, and I think it is, man. I actually think it is, because Durant's going to be, what, 38? Bradley Beal is going to accept that player option. I mean, do we run it back again for one more year? Josh Hart will be a free agent. Grant Williams will be a free agent. Buddy Hield. This team is going to just get even worse, man. I think the drought continues, boys. I think it does. The championship drought for your boy, it continues. We got to the finals in this last season, but we were not able to beat the Cavs in 6, or we lost to the Cavs in 6 games. So unfortunate, but it's probably just gonna have to continue that way. Every part of me wants to run it back one more year, but at the same time, I feel like it's gonna be a waste of time. We'll do it anyway, I guess. I'll go one more year. So in this final season, no matter what, we actually ended up winning 68 games on the season. So I'm expecting to make it all the way to the finals again, hopefully. Yeah, 27 from Devin Booker, 26 from KD, and then 21 from Bradley Beal, 16 from Casey Wallace is up to a 83 overall. So 9 from Josh Hart, and then 8 from Buddy Hield, Capella 8, and then 11. So here we go. Here goes nothing. Portland in round 1, they got Scoot, Anthony Simon, Shaedon Sharp, Okongwu, Damian Lillard. So a lot of guards, good guards, that is. And we'll see if we take them down. Simulating current round against Portland, and we are going to beat them in 5. So take care of business there. And now we get the Houston Rockets. I'm just going to click Simulating current round again and hope for the best. Simulating current round against Houston. We beat them in 4, and we swept the Spurs last year. So can we do it again? Punch our ticket back to the NBA Finals. They have Jalen Suggs, Vic, Desmond Bane. So a very good team in San Antonio. Simulating current round, and we beat them in 5. We beat them in 5. And now we get to play the Atlanta Hawks. Okay. It feels like clicking somebody current round has really been working. So do I just click it again? DeAndre Ayton versus his former team. Can we end the drought? Can we end the drought? Somebody current round. And we have finally ended the championship drought for your boy. So glad I ran it back one more year. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We went to game 7 with Atlanta. We took down DeAndre Ayton, Trae Young, and the Hawks. And we got a damn championship. About freaking time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you boys enjoyed this video. This is definitely not anything that the Suns can do under this new CBA. Things are going to be very, very complicated for them, like I said, for the foreseeable future and getting pieces on this team. I wish them luck. Don't know how it's going to look. We don't fully understand what the new CBA is going to be all about. But one thing we know for sure, it's going to be tough. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.